Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
The Kentucky Wildcats will not make it out of the first weekend. We've seen enough with this team. This defense cannot be trusted. They don't know who their center is right now. They're going to lose in one of the first two rounds. Is that an overreaction? Is that a correct reaction? Jerel, what do you think?
I'm positive it's not an overreaction. Kentucky is just a very different team because I feel like they're one of the only teams in the country who has for sure the talent to win it all or get to a Final Four. Like maybe the most talented team as far as just youth and young guys as well too. But at the same time, they have so much inexperience. And they've had some injuries and guys in and out of the lineups, guys coming back, guys getting reinstated and getting cleared by the NCAA. And it just hasn't allowed them enough time to put it all together. But with their youth and inexperience, I think it's quite possible that they could end up playing a really tough opponent or a wild matchup in that second or first round, man. So I don't think it's an overreaction at all. I think it's possible. I think the Wildcats could be looking at an early upset if all those guys don't show up and ain't ready to go come March Madness time.
McCall?
Yeah, I don't think it's an overreaction. I really don't. To Drell's point, they haven't been healthy. DJ Wagner's been out. They've got guys in and out of the lineup. How are they going to play? Who's playing the 5 spot? Who's playing the power forward spot? This team is extremely talented, and they could end up in Phoenix. I believe that. I don't think it's an overreaction, but I think they've got some things with this young team that they're going through some adversity right now that could really help them if you think about it. To lose to Florida at home, when's the last time, Kentucky lost back-to-back games in Rupp Arena? It's a difficult place to play, but they're going through some teams, which gives this team an opportunity to grow and come together. I think they've got to just figure different things out defensively. I think they've got to figure out what's their best offensive lineups, and when they're clicking and the ball's flying up the floor and it's being hopped around and Dillingham and Reed Shepherd are playing at a high level, you got to rock with that lineup. Are you going to play Trey Mitchell at the 5? Are you going to play him at the 4? How are you utilizing him when he's at the 4? How are you guarding pick and rolls? I've been talking about it all year, and I think those are the question marks. But look, they're a free throw away from beating the Florida Gators, and Tennessee's really, really good. I don't think we talk about Zakai Ziegler's performance enough. I know we touched on it a little bit last night, but you're talking about a guy that was one of the best guards in the SEC. He goes down last year. He's struggling to find his rhythm, and the performance that he put on in Rupp Arena the other night was impressive. I still think Kentucky can get to Phoenix. I just think Cal's juggling guys in and out of the lineup, who's healthy, who's not healthy, who's playing the 5 spot, who's playing the 4, and trying to manage all that. You've got to figure that out. Sometimes less is more because guys know their roles, they know their positions. So less is more sometimes. And when you keep at, and I said this about Big Z coming in, I said, look, and there was a lot of overreaction to his first game, rightfully so. But there was a lot of overreaction. How does that affect everybody else? That's Cal's biggest challenge. I said it on the Field of 68. How does that affect everyone else? Are they looking over their shoulder? Because before I didn't have to do that because I could go out there and play my game and know that even if I made a mistake, I may come out for a second, but I'm going right back in there. So maybe for this team, less is more. Strengthening the bench, strengthening the lineup. But again, they're one free throw away from beating the Gators. And then let's give Tennessee some credit. Let's give Zakai Ziegler some credit, man. That was an impressive performance by that team.
Yeah, for sure. The number you mentioned, how many times have they lost back-to-back games in Rupp? That's only the third time under Cal in his Kentucky tenure that they have lost 2 times in a row in Rupp.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.